This is round 3 of the Formula Jet Pro Championship, and we are here at Orlando Speed World. Oh, ride the lightning, we got 3 wheels, baby! Here we go!
Freaking wild.
Rain or shine, these guys are down for a good time.
That look on this face right there, that's game time.
Take that breath and you kind of hold it for 1 split second. This is something else.
Oh no.
We're in Colonial, Florida. The European in me loves traveling through the US and, you know, exploring everything that we've seen in pop culture and in movies and in TV series. And having, you know, come here for 13 years now, I like the diversity. You know, I like all the fusion food and all of that, but sometimes you just need a hearty fill of pancakes and syrup. And right now we're going to IHOP, getting some good all-American pancakes, and hopefully that's the breakfast of a champion today.
84, and then we get more.
So we got Mario, the team jester. We got Matt, the fixer. We got Sean, the only guy here that's calm and collected. And then we got Seth, the squirrel. He has an attention span like a 5-year-old. We have a lot of fun on the road. What is this? What's this Swedish pancake?
It's kind of like a Norwegian pancake.
Hell
They're
no.
the same thing.
Hell no.
Exactly the same.
And I think at the end of the day, that's what really keeps us going. You know, this stuff is fun. Not just the driving, but you know the camaraderie and the jokes.
I'm just a boy from small town Norway trying to make myself in the big city of Drift in the US of A.
When we're out there on track, it's driver against driver, but when I break something, that's when the crew guys really get to show their skill set, because we typically get only 5 minutes to fix the car. And they have, you know, complete rear hub assemblies ready to go. They've done engine changes within the time between qual and battles. They're just really, really dialed. Normal people, if you destroy a motor, normal people would freak out. These guys just go to work and an hour later I have a new motor in the car. It's pretty crazy.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. This is round 3 of the Formula Jet Pro Championship, and we are here at Orlando Speed World.
Who would have guessed Orlando would be this hot?
This is the one, baby.
This is the one. Let's do this.
Yes, sir.
Here we go with our first turn and burn, our first qualifying run. Fredric Aasbø kicking off with our current points leader, sticking it to the wall.
I go into each round kind of calculating my own chances. In one way, it's bad because then if I don't feel like I have good chances, I kind of downplay my own confidence.
I mean, that was on autopilot. Wow. A 94 for Aasbø.
I came into this round not really having a lot of confidence and belief in us doing well here, so to pull off a P1 qualifying result is huge.
You know, this year they brought qualifying points back, so you get 3 championship points for first place qualifier, 2 for second, and then 1 for third place. So I think that gives you something to fight for.
And the talent pool that we have in Formula Drift is so deep that every single qualifying lap matters. I get prepared mentally. I get my focus at 100%.
I take that breath and you kind of hold it for 1 split second and then let's go, let's do this.
Ryan Tuerck, winner of round 1.
You know, you have a lot of pressure on your shoulders and you're gunning for it. I mean, you only got 1 lap to really throw it down.
Now look at that hot hatch coming off the bank now.
My driving was good, it was solid, it was consistent. Well, I thought if I laid down the best lap I had that entire day, and that's what you want to do for qualifying.
Going over the jump, little disruption, but now riding that line, and that's what you're looking for. An 88 there for Ryan Tuerck. Still a very respectable score.
You know, that sucked. That we're really upset. We felt like that score wasn't deserving of the lap that we had.
I am pissed off. And you're like, what the hell do we have to do now to get a different score? Like, what did I do wrong? I don't get it.
Brian's gonna. We'll find you in a little bit.
Just tell me what happened.
So maybe it's the same problem.
Yeah, I mean, it's still not my favorite track. Not enough technical kind of stuff on the track to really make it one of my favorites. That's all.
That's Freddie.
In my first event here. Jared Deanda, the announcer here, pretty much the guy that gives everyone their nicknames. They call me the Norwegian Hammer. As I drop the hammer on reigning champ Chris Forsberg.
Number 1, can he make a perfect event? Is he going to be champion?
Formula Drift as a motorsport, it's action sport meets motorsport. I remember seeing it for the first time, Irwindale, California, 2003. It was just a shift in the whole culture of tuner sports. Those that understand drifting love it, and they understand that it isn't about the checkered flag. Some people still scratch their heads like, wait, so it's subjective, and how do you score? And there's 2 runs? Like, what do you mean? The fans that get it, they're like, no, man, like he's right there, and it's about line, angle, style. You gotta break down what the drivers are doing with the WMDs, baby, weapons of mass destruction. So it's gladiator style, man. 2-man enter, 1-man leaves. The accessibility is amazing. With the price of admission, you get to high-five your favorite driver, bro. Come on, I mean, that's sick. I enjoy it because it's family, man. Like, I come here and cruise through high-fives and handshakes with all the drivers, being around since day one. I feel mutual respect, and sometimes, you know, you could fight and you could bicker, but at the end of the day, we're all in the cause of growing the sport, and rising tide lifts all ships.
So we compete no matter the conditions, rain or shine.
So not only is it rainy, but look at those flags. I mean, they're almost stiff right there.
I think I'm reasonably good as a driver in the rain. So it's just trying to flip my mindset into searching for grip instead of hammering down.
Well, the rain really coming down, accumulating on the track. And this is where it gets interesting because the puddles will absolutely affect the outcome here as Adam LZ and Fredric Aasbø for the first battle.
Back in the day, you would do just fine in the wet if you could keep it somewhat together and finish the course. But that's not the case anymore. Now everyone's really good in the rain.
Fredric Aasbø keeping good proximity, decent angle.
They are driving near on perfectly. They have setups that they turn around to where they get great speed and great traction out of the tires in the wet. And that means that we've had to step up our game.
And it looks like Adam LZ, as much as he wants to fight for this, Fredric Aasbø putting it down. That's going to be all she wrote, and Adam LZ is knocked out.
I have a pretty difficult bracket with some tough competitors, so just one battle at a time, try to just keep pushing our way to the finals.
The last 3 rounds have literally been the best setup I've ever had on a car. We just need to start turning over some results.
Here comes Ryan Tuerck, that Rain-X Toyota GR Corolla on Nitto tires. Ula Jaeger, the Japan Auto Mark IV Supra, lower on the bank.
You just got to do one event at a time, one day at a time. And I try not to think about anything even bigger than that, like, oh, I've never won a championship before in my 16, 17 years doing this. So, do I want to? You know it.
A lot of puddles here going through the center section on that second inside clip. Ula Jaeger definitely, oh, it goes into the side, but Tuerck keeps on going. So fortunately, that could have been a lot worse, but Ula Jaeger shuts it down. Ryan Tuerck advances on into the 16.
That look on this face right there, that's game time. That's how I'm going to try to take it all.
With all of these guys out there making their own journeys and discoveries with car setup, whatever worked the last round, it's not going to work for the next round. So you always got to find every inch of competitive confidence.
Look at Jeff go! You can't count anybody out!
We've done a good job with balancing the past success with staying hungry and finding new abilities to outgun the rest.
Fredric, Aasbo, the Type S lights are flashing, and the party is on track.
Every single round is the start of something new. And that's your time to show up.
Light up the track for Chelsea Denofa, Ryan Tuerck, and clean start, here we go.
At the flip of a switch, you're just pushing for every ounce of performance and skill out of yourself.
Chelsea Denofa high in the bank. Look at Ryan Tuerck work his way up the bank. And now, slamming down to that first inside clip. Chelsea Denofa pulling away from the Long Beach winner. Ryan Tuerck having a hard time.
We have a DB, Jared?
Oh man, what went wrong?
Sounds like Tuerck DB'd it.
Oh no, that's not the way you want to go out. And what an unfortunate turn of events for Ryan Tuerck.
It's got to be somewhat crushing to lose in that way.
There's only so much that you can control as a driver. And sometimes you have things on track that happen that you just were not expecting. You're always walking that edge when you're pushing your car to its absolute limit.
Just that bank coming off to the flat was just, you know, super hard jolt. So it just grabbed our sidewall, peeled it off the rim, and when that happens, the rule that Formula D has is you're done. You basically get a 0 for that lap, and you're not allowed to put a new wheel on. So that's it.
I mean, everybody was so disappointed. It's hard to come back from one of those things. Running somebody like Chelsea Denofa in a top 16 is like going for a win, basically. So for us, we were fighting for our win right there.
I like to take away what I need to from the event and then move on. It just sucks. It really sucks. What the f, man?
Here's our first battle at the Grade 8. Two champions, Aasbo and Essa. Let's send it, come on. Oh, look at Aasbo, aggressive. Dives down, let's see if we can massage it up. Look at Aasbo. What? Are you kidding me? How is the nose of that car invisible? He's a magician.
As we're really trying to hone in on that perfect setup, we knew that we had left something on the table. So we basically turned the setup upside down.
Roll the tape. He was on his right-hand door. He allowed him to pass in front of him and regained composure on his left-hand side.
Another masterclass by Fredric Aasbo.
Oh yeah, this is what drifting's about. We went from all the way dry to all the way wet throughout top 8, and then it started coming down again.
Our final four is here. Chris the Force Forsberg and Fredric Aasbo.
I was lined up with Forsberg, and I knew that this is going to take everything we got.
Here we go. Fredric Aasbo leaving the start line, and we got a clean start. Look at Aasbo just barely flirting with that back bumper. So lower on the bank, proximity not as high.
I did a decently good job, I think, on the bank chasing him, but through turn 2, I lost him.
Aasbo dropping back.
He was just outgunning us, and I really didn't have anything for it.
Chris Forsberg gets the win.
Not meant to be today. In the dry, I seriously think it would have been a different story, but no opportunity for that today. Definitely not the result we wanted, but hey, we're on the podium. We're in the hunt. We're still in the championship hunt, and very much so. And anything can happen from here. We're nearing the halfway point of the season, and we're getting hungrier.
Well, it's really tough. But you know, you have a lot of pressure on your shoulders to perform at that level. Every event, every weekend that you have behind the wheel of the car, the goal is to win. There's no doubt about that. And we are going to win by having a very comfortable but fast competitive car to drive and having no mistakes.
Welcome out to E-Town. Look at this. This is where the beautiful greens of the Garden State of New Jersey meets the pavement. This is round 4 of the Formula Drift Championship.
Jesus Christ, back up my blood flowing.
Halfway through the year, it's time to turn it up. We need to get back up there so that we stay within striking distance of this championship lead.